Tariq St. Patrick, son of James St. Patrick. No code, no loyalty. And you smell just like him. I know the truth. I know who you are. And I'm gonna put you where you belong.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I'm back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, and let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 2 Ghost. This is episode 5, title and synopsis breakdown. Now I know y'all glad niggas, y'all been seeing and well at least hearing a lot of me today. But hey, that's too bad, glad niggas, because I'm on one today. So, like usually, if you haven't seen the first 4 breakdowns, I would advise you go ahead and take a look at those and before looking at this one. But if you decide you just want to come in on this one, that's fine as well. But without further ado, let me go ahead and get into this video, man. So, the title of episode 5 is titled Ego Death. Now, judging by the title, I think it's a little, also another one of those, titles that's kind of self-explanatory of kind of what the episode is going to be based on. But I do think it will be focused on Tariq the most. And a major reason why is, let's go ahead and get into the synopsis. It says, Tariq is sent on a journey of self-discovery that gives him clarity on what his path moving forward must be. As Monet fights to keep her family together, Detective Carter and his task force move in on the Tejadas, right? So that is what we have for the episode 5 synopsis. Now, immediately after I seen the title and read the synopsis, I instantly thought, okay, so this is going to be dealing with Tariq dealing with his demons. Because I think it's going to be kind of stuck in between, do you want to really, do you want revenge? Or do you want to move on forward with your life? Because, Braden was kind of, asking him in one clip that I saw, is it about revenge? And also, I think, he's just going to be battling his demons. I think maybe someone, and in my prediction, if I had to give it one, I would say Diana or Anya, someone like that, or even Effie. I would say this, but one of those 3 girls that's in his life will indeed give him something, maybe just an ultimatum or something like that, while on this particular episode. And they're going to be telling him, look, and it kind of would make sense if it was Diana, because if she's pregnant by his child, then obviously he's going to have to, make some changes in his life. So, it would make sense for him to be, dealing with that and consider changing his life, changing his lifestyle, because just like, Ghost on the original episode on the original series of Power, on the very first episode, he was talking to Tasha and he was telling her that, he wanted to get out of the game and go legit, because why? He don't know any old wrinkled drug dealers. They're either dead or inside. That's what he told her. So, and also I want to bring it up, if you remember, in the trailer, it's that you seen Tariq talking with Diana, and he was telling her, my father tried his hardest to keep me out of this, but look how I turned out. And I believe, because you can see that this was clearly they're at some kind of clinic or something where it looks like Diana maybe was due for an ultrasound or something like that, right? So, in my opinion, I believe they conversation must have been about whether or not they should keep their kid out of the game or put them in the game. Because keep this in mind, Tariq's parents hid it from them, and look how he turned out. I believe that's why he was telling her that. And I believe Diana wanted to keep the child out of the game because her parents put her in the game, and she looked at like how miserable she was and how, how she always talking about how she wanted independence. So I think that they're, battling each other on whether or not how they should, how the kids should be raised. And also with that, let's go ahead and dig a little further on what they're saying is taking place here. It also says that Monet will be fighting to keep her family together, right? So with that part, I believe it's saying that I believe when Monet first finds out about Diana and Drew tried to set her up to die, she's gonna snap. Like she's gonna be going off. Because also, I seen another clip. I can't share the clip on my page because it wasn't shared on the official Stars page. I seen it on someone else's page. And this particular individual loves to try to flag you for, using some of his content. So I'm not gonna do it. But I did see the clip, and Monet is basically asking for forgiveness. And she's clearly talking to her, her kids, because who else is alive and around her where she's asking for forgiveness. And I don't necessarily think she's talking to Kane, because it kind of seemed like to me in this season that Kane's going to be doing his own thing. He ain't worried about what Monet talking about. He ain't worried about what Drew and Diana talking about. He's his own man on this particular season. So I believe she's mostly focusing on Diana and Drew, also because they're the ones that's pissed at him. If we seen at the end of season 3 that Kane wasn't necessarily that messed up about what Monet did. I mean, he didn't like it clearly, but he understood it and just let it go. He was like, okay, let bygones be bygones. It happened. We can't change it. We're drug dealers. This is part of the game. So that's how Kane looked at it. So, like I said, Monet is going to be talking to Drew and Diana mostly when she's saying all of this. And you also seen a clip of her pistol whipping what looks like to be Drew. So I think because in that same clip, Drew is going to be saying, you won't let us go. He's talking to Monet. Because basically, Drew and Diana, looks like to me, their game is they're trying to get out of the game. They're like, man, F that, Monet. We're not trying to do this no more. We want our own life. And she's basically telling them, okay, I think she's going to be okay with it. She'll be like, okay, but I just want to be in y'all life. Give me another chance so we can turn this around. But I think they're like, no, Monet, you're out of chances. We're done with you, right? So, I think Drew and Diana are gonna kind of come together, and they're gonna be wanting to do things on their own. You know what I'm saying? And Monet is just gonna, be stuck in between it. However, I think another thing that's gonna happen that's gonna kind of change that, which is the other part of the synopsis that reads, Detective Carter and his task force move in on the Tejadas. So they're gonna get a new threat. Big Glass Carter is gonna be, dealing with, he's gonna be making some moves, and I believe he's gonna find some kind of dirt on the Tejadas, and he's gonna try to use it as leverage. Also, I know initially on the other breakdown, episode 4, I actually did a separate video on this as well. Who is Tariq's brand, new connect? I'm starting to lean on Carter may be that connect. I think he's a dirty cop that may be a drug dealer. And that's kind of crazy. So he's going to be like Jukebox on steroids. That's what it seems like this bag going to be. Jukebox on steroids. Jukebox and Ray Ray on steroids. Because this nigga going to have a whole crew behind him. And they going to be pushed. He going to be using Tariq, Braden, Tejadas, all of them to push weight for him while having that leverage on them and saying he going to turn their ass in if they don't move that weight. So he going to be that nigga. He going to be like Alonzo Howe. He going to be putting cases on all them niggas. That's what he going to be. Everybody going to be ugly as hell this season. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't think y'all understand when I tell y'all how ugly this man going to be. This man going to be ugly as hell this season. I'm trying to tell y'all. But yeah, so I think it's something that he's going to find out that's going to link him to the Tejadas. And he's going to have leverage on them that they're going to have to play ball. So with that being said, that's, like I said, that's what I can see mostly, for the most part, that's what I see for episode 5. If y'all see something else or notice something else, like always, please leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all look like thinking, you know what I'm saying? If I left something else, something I missed in the trailers and the exclusive photos, exclusive videos, please let me know, ugly ass niggas. But like usually, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. But until the next video, I'm out.